So this is the mood. So he is telling that you have to rule. You are now appointed administrative head, and my lord, you should now take care of the subjects who are now rendered helpless. So this is how and Prabhupada writes in the purport very nicely that the Pandavas were advised by Bhishma to accept the responsibility of administration without hesitation. Poor subjects were without protection, and they were awaiting the assumption of the power by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. A pure devotee of the Lord accepts the tribulation as favors from the Lord. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no mundane difference between the two. So accepts the tribulation. So we may go through a lot of tribulations in our life because of family problem, wife problem, husband problem, so many issues, children's problem, so many issues we go through. But what some or other, we have to continue the devotional service, just like what Yudhiṣṭhira Mahārāja did, that he was always Anubrita, he was constantly following. If you strictly follow the regulatory principles without deviation and try to do the devotional service to the best of the capability, definitely Krishna will be pleased, and then he will, even though there is no need of despondency, Krishna will take us back to him. Eventually, it's only the matter of how many janmas. That doesn't matter to us. What matters is the devotional service. And this devotional service, we have to do it nicely for the favor of Krishna. So we will stop here. Hare Krishna. Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Gaur.
Hare Krishna. So any devotee has any questions, you are most welcome. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for quoting so many verses and very wonderful, doing a very wonderful class, Prabhuji.
Sorry for the inconvenience that has happened. I think
cannot help it, Prabhuji.
This Zoom. How come this Zoom goes to them?
This is the first time it happened. This much. Usually there will be 1 or 2 persons. They will be coming, and they will try to disturb. As soon as I kick them out, nothing happens. Today they had a full, team working on this.
I think you should put nobody should you should block everybody, no?
Yeah.
I think
usually, I attend the ISKCON Zoom classes, ISKCON Dwarka, so they will not allow anybody to mute. So maybe this is because of such experiences.
Okay. Any questions? Any queries? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, so we realized that how much Pandava suffered and
too much suffering. And Yudhiṣṭhira Mahārāja, epitome of tolerance. And eventually, and forget about anything. Krishna was with them, and then they have to suffer. Can you imagine? Sugut Krishna was always with them. Then they have to suffer it. How much suffering they were. Vishat Mahatme Pushaya Dasana Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Chata. Kunti Maharani is also saying, she is saying, how much suffering, everything Krishna protected them. And that's why she is saying, Vipada Santuto Tatat Tata Tato Bhavato Dashanam Apunavar Janma Darshanam. She is asking that let the difficulties come so that we can remember you, Krishna. So but we cannot do that. We cannot imitate them. Okay, we cannot imitate Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj. We cannot imitate Kunti Mata. But what we can do is little problems in our life we should be tolerate, and then we may be angry with Krishna. We may be angry with Krishna. That is natural. That is bound to happen because of the trying circumstances. That will happen definitely, because we cannot be 100% pure devotee. Now we are all struggling. So we may become angry, but the angry should not continue for a long time. We should not be angry with Krishna. And in fact, Prabhupada writes in one of the purport, Krishna is never wrong at any time. That's how he defends Prabhupada. Prabhupada defends Krishna. So, but in our view is Drishta Tattvena, means our view of looking at the problems is the material level we are seeing. Krishna is seeing from the level. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is seeing at the higher level. So he sees what type of things we can do for this person. He knows, but we don't know. So that's why Krishna knows from the higher angle of vision. He looks at it and then he penetrates it. So it's a struggle. So Krishna, but anyway, some or other we continue the devotion service. Don't trap the chanting beats. Don't stop reading Bhagavatam. This we should not stop, because that's what normally what we do when you become angry with Krishna. When you're angry with, when you're the surface with so much problems, what we do is we drop the chanting beats. We drop the devotion service. That we should not do. We lose faith, because Kali Yuga is surcharged with faithlessness. So much faithlessness around. Everywhere faithlessness is there, because everywhere they don't accept Krishna. They don't accept the scripture. So everybody wants to argue. Whatever in the scriptures is not correct. So this is how it is. We have to see. So that's why circumstances will be there, but some or other vipuda dharma vipra achyuta ashraya. We should anubrata. Anubrata means constant follower. And that's what Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, and therefore this propelled and impelled Krishna to do 3 sacrifices. You are a fit person. I want you to do, because Krishna is so happy. And then Aswamedha Yajna was easy for them, because Bhima was there, Trikodara, and then Arjuna was there. So Jarasandha, everybody was just, they were just powdered, easily powdered. Nothing was there. Nobody could fight against the Pandavas, because Pandavas were ruling the entire world. They were completely in control of all the situations. So this is what we have to understand. Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj person is that he was evaluating. He was seeing, every transaction he was seeing. He was not happy. Even 5 villages also. He doesn't want to fight also. He told Krishna, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with Duryodhana. I have nothing to, because I'm not feeling envious against him. But Krishna wants to establish religiousness. Krishna wants to establish Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj. And that's why the whole war was inevitable. Krishna wanted it. I think Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj doesn't want the war. He says, I don't want to kill the 64. That's why you can see here, he was crying so much. So many people killed. He was so upset that Bhishma Dev is lying on the deathbed. He was so afraid. He doesn't want to fight Drona. He doesn't want to fight Bhishma. He doesn't want to fight Kripacharya. He doesn't want to fight Karna. Karna is one brother. He doesn't want to kill them at all. Because Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, nature is Ajātshatru. Ajātshatru means there is no enemy for him. His character is unbelievable in the pages of Mahabharata. And that's why he occupied the highest position. Even Arjuna became sometimes angry, even though he's a devotee. In Bhima become angry. But but Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj never became angry. Even Arjuna became very angry with Duryodhana and all. Bhima became very angry. They want to tear upon him. They took so much woe. But Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj never took any woe. Even Draupadi became very angry. She said, I want to take the blood of Duryodhana and Dusasana and put it on my head, and then only I will tie thy hair. She is telling. But there is no revenge. Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, in spite of his wife being distraught, can you imagine his wife being distraught in public? You cannot imagine. That's the epitome of perfection for Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj. Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj means Dharma Sutta, because he was Dharmaraj Putra. So Dharma Sutta means he was personification of truthfulness, personification of Dharma, personification of Krishna consciousness. And therefore, he is the highest person whom we can follow, emulate, and try to adopt in our lives. Even if we practice 1 or 2% of Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, we will be successful in devotion service. We can become successful. And that's what we have to understand from the pages of the Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here.
Prabhuji, it's written that they were not only materially, they were very perfect, and they were also spiritually very nice.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
Both of which they were suffering. Or maybe they appeared to suffer, but they were enjoying.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't say that, no, they are not suffering. Oh, no. If you see Mahabharata, Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj also said he is suffering. Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj also. But, however, they tolerated the suffering. It's not that they are not suffering like that. If you read Mahabharata, you can see that Arjuna was suffering. Bhima was suffering. Draupadi was suffering. Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj was suffering. Suffering is there. Definitely suffering. There is no question of non-suffering. It is there. But how they took the suffering, that is very important. They took the suffering and then they continued the devotion service. And they had the faith in Krishna. That is what is expected from a devotee. In our case, that is what we should not lose faith in Krishna. What happens now? The first thing which happens is we drop the chanting beats. The moment we encounter problems, we drop the chanting beats. I don't believe Krishna. I don't believe the holy names. I don't believe the Bhagavatam. This is what we do. So, some or other, we should pray to Krishna that we should not drop the chanting beats. Because the chanting beats is the beginning, chanting beat is the middle, chanting beat is the end. So that's why I request, I fall at the feet of all the devotees assembled here. Please don't drop the chanting beats. However trying the circumstances, continue to chant. And Krishna will give the strength to withstand this. It's not that, we will be able to get out of this. Krishna is not going to do any magic for us because we have got our own karmas. We have a problem with the karmas, which is affecting us. And the material nature is very harsh. It cannot pamper you. So it is going to be very tough with us, definitely. And there is no doubt about it. But only the power of endurance, the power of tolerance will be given by Krishna. Krishna will give the strength from within. Otherwise, we give up. We give up before we try. So that's why we should not give up. And that's why the giving up is very important. Giving up the devotion service. A lot of people, actually, one devotee came. They came to the program. Actually, their son, my son, and my devotee, another devotee son, and we have three initiated devotees, my godbrothers, two godbrothers have got sons. They were all studying in same class. My son, all of them studied. And the new person, this person also came. He is from South India. But however, he passed the 10th exam, but 11th and 12th he had some trouble. He could not get through engineering and all. So he did some business and he is doing okay now, no problem. But however, they lost faith in Krishna. They said that they don't want to come. They think that children's education is more important. Krishna will take care of everything. But they have got limited capacity. Child capacity is limited. So how do you expect the child to do excellently, superbly? It has got limitation. So it should be diverted to something. But they tried for engineering and it failed. So we could not force. So they lost faith in Krishna. They lost the devotion. They are not in the devotion service at all. They are not at all there. They lost. They came so regularly. Can you imagine? We had programs in their house. They were chanting 6 to 8 rounds or something like that. They were progressing nicely. But after the exams are over, the results are not okay. They said Krishna is not reciprocating, so I don't want. So this type of tendency we should avoid. That's what we have to see. So how many reverses, how many things will come, but we should not lose the faith in the chanting of the holy names, because this is what the Bhagavatam tells. How these examples are given the Bhagavatam. No, Parikshit Maharaj was cursed. Can you imagine? Such a nice devotee, pure devotee of the Lord, who has seen the Lord inside. Just before his birth, he saw the Lord. He was cursed. Chitraketu was cursed. Did anybody spare? In Ambarish was tortured by Durvasam. You see any person in the Bhagavatam, everybody gone through suffering. Nobody has gone through a nice, smooth life. No, nothing. Bharat Maharaj, he has to take a deer form. Jada Bharat, he has to become a Jada Bharat. So everybody, the Bhagavatam, if you get first canto, second canto, even Vidura suffered so much. How much? No, nobody is spared. Everybody suffered in Bhagavatam. First canto, Parikshit Maharaj. And then Dhruva Maharaj suffered so much. He was thrown out of the kingdom. Prahlad Maharaj, how much suffering? His own father tortured him. Can you imagine how much faith he had? So the whole Bhagavatam is basically, and it's so important, the Bhagavatam is so important, please. Prabhuji's mothers, don't ignore Bhagavatam. Because Bhagavatam will teach you the power of tolerance. Bhagavatam will teach you the power of acceptance. Bhagavatam will teach you the power of doing the devotion service. And that is very important for us to execute. Okay? Hare Krishna. We'll stop here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhuji, you said serving devotees is more important. But in this time, how can we serve devotees, Prabhuji?
What do you mean by that?
Like in our daily life, how can we serve devotees, like in our busy schedule? And
Yeah, I understand. Yes, practically, yes. Yeah. In the sense, Mataji, suppose serving the pure devotees means, okay, you are you planning to take initiation or something like that?
No, Prabhuji, not it. Because in my home they won't allow.
They won't allow. Okay, no problem. But you have the desire, something like that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, you are aspiring for some guru whom you are inspired.
No, Prabhu. I have no idea about that.
Okay, so you can take any devotee, but it doesn't mean that whatever service you are managing also this program now. Whatever service within the time frame, I understand that. Whatever service you want to do, okay, you can do some book distribution. Okay, you want to serve a pure devotee. Pure devotee is Prabhupada. So you don't know the guru, which guru you want to take shelter. Prabhupada is the supreme guru. So what he wants? He wants book distribution. Can you preach? Can you tell about Krishna Consciousness Prabhu? There's a program. Every day there's a Mangalarti, there's a Bhagavatam. You can recommend something. This is also service to the devotees. You recommend anybody to ISKCON and recommend them to come to Krishna consciousness. That is also devotion service. And if you can spend some time on Sundays to distribute Prabhupada books, that is also very good. If you go and try outside, just try to distribute the books, along with other devotees. You are in which place, Mataji? Mysore, no?
Yes, Prabhuji, I stay in Mysore, but I got job in Bangalore. So I'm staying in
You are
Bangalore.
staying
I'm
you are
staying
staying-
in Bangalore. And
Bangalore,
only
okay.
in weekends I'll go to Mysore.
Okay. Bangalore, no, you have got so much opportunities. Sundays, Mysore, you go. Before you go, one Saturday, you can stay in Bangalore and go to so many temples in ISKCON is there. Try to distribute books. Try to serve some devotees. Whatever time permits. Sunday, holidays, on holidays at least. We can try. Because one Sunday, I want to be there with the devotees. And sir, simple way, Mataji. That, it's not that, I have to serve 24 hours a pure devotee. No, not like that. Even half an hour, 1 hour, Prabhupada books you can distribute. You can distribute prasadam, go to the temple and serve prasadam. That is also serving the devotees. That's also. Service is absolute. Not necessary that I should personally serve a devotee 24 hours. No, not like that. Don't put condition because you've got office work, you've got so much of tension, pressure and all this. Under this circumstances, whatever little service you can do it, that is very good. Distribute the books, or recommend some devotee. This program is going on. So I'm recommending some devotee to attend this program. This class is very important, That recommending the devotee also is a devotion service. And Prabhupada is going to recognize. Because you are serving Prabhupada. Because the moment you are connected here, you are serving Prabhupada. Prabhupada is a pure devotee, 100% pure. So anything done service to, if not, we are not able to physically serve any other devotee, doesn't matter. At least serve Prabhupada. Okay? Because you have got time constraint, you have work schedule, so much tension, pressure, especially in IT. And we know that you have got so much targets, goals, achievements you have to make. I don't know. You are under tremendous pressure, I know. So Sundays, at least take some time to serve the devotees, go to the temple, serve some prasadam. So this will give you some service attitude. And that's what Krishna is pleased. So if you spend 1 or 2 hours, not necessarily you have to spend 8 hours, 12 hours in the temple, whatever little time you can do. Or you can go and clean the vessels in the temple. In any temple you have in Bangalore, you go to the temple and clean the vessels. That is also devotional service. Devotional service. Clean the temple. Distribute. If you cannot distribute books, doesn't matter. Cleaning is easy job. No? It doesn't require any intelligence. Just you have to clean the vessel. Clean the vessel. So that is also a service. Half an hour, 1 hour service. Because that is also service to the devotee. Because that devotee who is offering prasadam, bhog and all, is getting served. So that is a service also. So some more of that, some service we have to do. It is very important. Not necessarily preaching. Any type of service. Okay, whatever you like to do, you do it. Even for 1 hour, 2 hours. That will give you transcendental pleasure and mercy from Krishna. And Krishna will give you more opportunity to serve the devotees. Krishna will arrange. Krishna will arrange such circumstances. Will arrange definitely. So I was given the opportunity, So in 2007, somebody else was collecting Lakshmi for the temple for Rajkot. Mahārāja said, you are appointed now. And that service, I took it. And that service was there till 2019. 12 years, I was able to do that service. Not excellently, but some service to Mahārāja. So That's how you will be given the service. But you have the desire to serve. The main thing is your attitude to serve and the desire to serve the devotee. That is very, that desire should be there. And you should pray to Krishna. Every time you are chanting the holy names, pray Krishna. Please, what is the purpose of chanting Hare Krishna Mantra? The purpose of chanting Hare Krishna Mantra, please engage me in your service. Please engage in me in your devotional service. What does it mean? Some service we have to do. Physical service. And the physical service is very important in the devotional service. Cleaning up the temple, altar, you have a small, whatever little, and then you call some devotee and ask them for prasada. So whatever association you can do, you can go to the temple and associate with the devotees and serve them. Just clean the vessels, serve some prasada. Book distribution you cannot do, doesn't matter. That's for all super intelligent people. Whatever is possible, whatever service, some tying of flowers, flower garland, make flower garlands. You are Mataji's, no? So you can do flower gardens. Actually, one devotee, I was in US. Actually, one Mataji, my friend's daughter-in-law, she comes every Saturday. She travels almost 30 miles, 40 miles from our place to come to the temple Saturday evening, 3 o'clock. Sometimes she comes along with her daughter. The daughter plays with other children. From 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, she ties only garlands for the deities for the next day, and then for the next 2-3 days, how to do the garland, and they keep it in the fridge. So she does the garland. So these are all the services. So many services are there. If you go to any temple, there are so many services. Krishna will give you millions of services are there. Whatever services you can do, just spend quality time, 1 or 2 hours. So then that will invoke the mercy of the Krishna. Because the moment this devotional service, the service will attract the mercy of Krishna. And Krishna will give you more service. And that's what will happen. So don't worry, even simple service, cleaning also, cleaning of the vessels. You can do that. Anybody can do that. Cleaning of the vessels, just like jadu pocha karna hai. These are all simple things. What you can, and cleaning of the vessels, you can do that. That's not a problem. And then cutting of the vegetables. You go to some temple, cut vegetables. So Matajis can cut vegetables for the Sunday feast. Just go and serve, just for half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, and then you tell that 1 week I want to have a break. I want to take rest in Bangalore, and then you go to serve the temple, and Krishna will be pleased by that devotion. Simple service. Slowly. Don't, because I know that you are packed with so many things. Just to spend 1 hour on Sunday. At least you have some Sunday, 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. Other than you're washing your clothes and other things are there. So you have some 1 or 2 hours. Just spend 1 or 2 hours in the temple. And that will give you big satisfaction within your heart. Oh, I have done some service to Krishna. I have done some service to the devotee. This devotee, I have done service. And that will give you the bliss. And that bliss will propel you to work nicely in the devotion service and also work in the office blissful. That will give you. Because that transcendental pleasure cannot be shared. It has to be experienced. You have to experience the transcendental pleasure of serving the devotees and serving the Lord. So this is that you should try. Okay. Hope this helps you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Dwarka temple, there was a trip I went to Barsana. So a lot of devotees, they confess that earlier they had a lot of work, they had a lot of stress. But once they came to devotion, their life is normal now. Now they get time to chant.
Yes. So Krishna will arrange everything. And Prabhupada writes in one of the purport, I read one of the magazines. Prabhupada said that if you are sincere, Krishna will arrange all your material arrangements and spiritual arrangement nicely. Krishna will arrange. Because Krishna knows that he should execute devotion service. So Krishna will arrange. So that's a faith we have to develop. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So any other devotee has any questions, or we can conclude the session? I think it's close to 9.
Yes, super.
Hare Krishna.
Today you are very happy, Prabhu. I concluded very quickly.
No, Prabhuji. Today is a holiday, so anyhow I will chant only.
Okay. Sorry, I should have taken some more time. Actually, so many things. But to be frank with you, I am disturbed by today. Okay, so I'm not able to. I'm not able to concentrate on that. Correct. Yeah. I should not be disturbed, but I'm disturbed. So that's why I'm not able to take more. So I thought that we should conclude it quickly. Okay.
No worries.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Dandavat pranams to all Prabhuji's Matajis. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.